In this Excel tutorial video, we're going to show you how to use the Vlookup function to look through an existing data table to find certain information based on one of the entries in that data table. So here we can see we have a table that has a bunch of names, addresses, companies, and salaries. And you can imagine this table being much longer than this to where it wouldn't be reasonable for you to just look up the name that you want to see and then get the associated information. So the solution here is being able to enter in one of the employees' names and then have the other fields automatically populate to show you their address, their company, and their salary without you having to go through and try to find that name and data in the table manually. In order to do this, we're going to use the Vlookup function. How this works is we'll start by typing the Vlookup formula, and what we need to do first is designate what is the value that we're looking for in the table. So here we're going to use the name field. And then we're going to select the table array that we want to look for that name in. So we'll do this by selecting the entire data table. And then the next thing is to select the column index number. So this is going to say we're going to look for this name in this table, and then we want to return the value in the column number that we're going to enter. So this would be column 1, column 2, column 3, and column 4. For the address field, we'll enter in column 2, since the address field is in column 2, and then we'll need to enter in true or false for the range lookup. Or if you leave this blank, it'll default to false. So false here means that we have to have an exact match in column A based on the value that we entered for the enter name field. And here we can see that it correctly populates based on the name with the other address. So if I update that to a different name, it'll appropriately update to the new address. And then we'll want to use the Vlookup function so that we can gather all the other columns of data. So we'll stick with that same name field that we're looking up, select the table array, and this time it'll be column 3, and we'll continue to have that as false so that it's an exact match. And we can see that the company name appropriately fills in as well. And then we'll do that one more time for the salary field. Select the data table again, and this time it'll be column 4, and we'll leave it as false. And we can see that all the data is now populating appropriately based on that Vlookup function. And we'll enter in one other name to show the numbers updating. So we can see here Sarah lives at 630 East 9th Street, works for Apple, and has a salary of $89,000. Thank you for watching, and feel free to reach out in the comments if you have any questions.